Hi everybody, Russ from My Hammers 11. Hope you're all safe and well if you're new to the channel. Please consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon so you're made aware anytime I put new content on. As always, we'd like to thank our channel sponsors. Untuck It. Check them out in the description below for your t-shirts, shirts. Do these lovely long t-shirt things, very snuggy, very nice. Anyway, check them out in the description below. Loads of Black Friday sales and stuff like that. Not Black Friday, miss Black Friday, January sales and stuff like that. Hope everyone is safe and well. Brentford couldn't do us a favour. Couldn't do the nation a favour yesterday, could they? Oh, it's so frustrating. As always, we're playing our regular game. What chocolate bar has Russ got? I should probably change that. What chocolate has Russ got today? It's not a chocolate bar. It's a small bit of chocolate today. So let's see what we can do. Let's see who we got in the chat already. Mitchell, hi, first time I think you've been on. Hope you're well, man. Thanks for coming, appreciate that. Phil, hope you're well. Jake, hope you're well. Shouldn't you be at school now, or is it tomorrow? Shouldn't you be back at school? Although you're probably not at school, you probably work, so this is probably your lunch break, isn't it? Yeah, so fair enough. Forever Blind Bubbles, hope you're well. First things first. As no thing, first things usually are first, really. Jake, how did the fajitas go yesterday? I've got fajitas tonight. We had a toad in the hole yesterday. Fredo Frog, no. Ferrero Rocher, no. Ferrero Rocher, no. Funny enough. Yesterday we didn't we do yesterday? Who was born on your birthday? Or who was born on your same day as your birthday? And so that was quite fun. I looked at it yesterday actually afterwards, and Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones are both born on my birthday, and they're married. How weird is that? Could you imagine the birthdays? Must be very, very strange. And we were going to do what was number one on your birthday, and so we put on the. So in the chat there should be that's a little link to the website I used. Kent's already done it. God, see, quick off the mark. You see, House of Fun Madness. There we go. That was what we got here. Walk Like a Man, 4 Seasons was number one. God, dear, showing your age there a bit forever, aren't we? Mine was in America, because it originally was America. I didn't realize it was the American one. Was Endless Love, which is clearly my what's the name? Where my romantic side comes from. But in the UK, Prince Charming by Adam and the Ants. There we go. If ever 2 songs epitomise my life and my personality, that's it. Fajitas were great. First time indeed. Come on, you irons. Come on, Mitchell. Hope you're well, man. Please subscribe if you're new. We've got a great My Hammers 11 coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. It is with a ex-West Ham player, another ex-Hammer. I think we've had over 40 ex-Hammers on the thing, which is pretty mental. Great interview. He didn't play a massive amount of games. I think he only made over 20 games or so, 20 appearances, or maybe 21 appearances. Scored a couple of goals, but a lovely bloke. Oh, and he's got some stories. There's some great stories he's got, and he's a lovely guy. And bless him, he went and found his shirt and some pictures and stuff. It was a top. But make sure you watch it tonight. It's really, really good. If you subscribe, obviously, you know as soon as it goes up, you know who it is. Breaking news: spaghetti bolognese. He spelled bolognese wrong. Breaking news. See, actually, speaking of breaking news. Did you see on the Soccer AM Twitter feed today? It was very funny. It was Royal Antwerp forward Didier Lamkezé. Basically, he's trying to force a move to Panathinaikos, and so he plays for Royal Antwerp, and so he turned up for training in an Anderlecht shirt. To who are their arch rivals. It's like, I don't know, Lanzini turning up for training in a Tottenham shirt, just trying to force a move away. I wouldn't say would do, but it's funny. How funny is that? That's proper, Odin Wingy type shit, really, to be fair. What we got here, Spirit in the Sky, Ben Davies, very good. Nice one. That's a good one. Mine was a UK number 1. Yes, it was. Yeah, I know it was. Yeah, I can tell. It was just shows you. Yeah, the 4 seasons. It just shows your age a bit. To be honest, forever. To be honest. Russ, how are you doing? How are you doing? Mine is Brian. Everything I do. Oh, from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. The longest number 1 still in the UK, isn't it? It was Whitney Houston, and that took it over, I think. God, you're young, mate, aren't you? Some might say by Oasis. Christ, I'm making myself feel really old doing this. Kieran, hope you're well, man. Good evening to you, sir. Mitch, good man. Good man. Already subscribed, my man. Spread the word. We want to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of, well, as soon as we can. And then we'll put the merch on. Then the merch is coming on. What era? What do you mean, what era, man? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just use your site, Russ, and it says Summers by Cliff Richard. The shadow, it's getting worse, isn't it? It's getting worse. Brilliant. Because I always thought my one was "Shut Up Your Face." You know, what's the matter? You, hey, got no respect. But I think that was during my mum's pregnancy, because that song used to induce sort of morning sickness symptoms to my wife, my mum, rather, and so that's what I thought it was. But Prince Charming, I'll take that. Yeah, no, it's so funny, that bloke. I know Bilic has landed a new job in China with Beijing. You know, God bless him. Good luck to the man. I don't know how that works, because surely now with like, you know, it's all the money's going out of China now. It's oh, sorry, what era was the player I interviewed? 2000s, early 2000s. Galaxy, no, not a Galaxy. As I said, it's a small chocolate today, but we'll see. Yes, and I was having a look today at the old. There wasn't many sort of transfer stories today on the old Beeb. That's what I always do every day. Look at the old Beeb and see what transfers we got. There was the confirmation that we weren't going for what's his face, Arnie, which, well, we already assumed he wasn't going to us, but it's too expected. He was never coming to us anyway, was he? To be honest, we know he wasn't. And I noticed also that Alex, the girl who played for Tottenham Ladies, Alex Morgan, she's contracted coronavirus. There we go. And what was the other one? There was another one as well. Who was it? Let's zoom through. Sorry, I'm just. And then that story about Pele, Graziano Pele coming in again. We're not going to get anyone like that, are we? Surely, it doesn't really work with with the way we're playing at the moment. I used to think mine was Dexy Riders, but it wasn't. There we go. You see, everyone thought something was. It's funny how it's all changed, but anyway. Milky Way, no. Milky Bar, no. Milky Bar, God, the Milky Bar kids, the Milky Bars are on me. Famously, I went for an audition as a Milky Bar kid once. There we go. Just another little insight into my life. Wayne Quinn, no, but right era as Wayne Quinn, but not. On Twitter, my question of the day is: are you a dunker? And if you are, what would you dunk into what? That can be taken to several different ways, couldn't it, forever, to be honest? I don't drink hot drinks, do I? So it wouldn't be any sort of biscuits and tea. What I used to dunk and dink, so to speak, was randomly Twiglets into chocolate Nesquik milkshake when I was young. I don't dunk a lot now. Don't do a lot of dunking. I'll be honest. Yes, Neil, hope you're well, man. Oh, just get to bed, man. I appreciate you coming on, but get some sleep, innit? I do appreciate you coming on there all the time. And Kieran, Elvis Presley, Wooden Heart, that would make me feel yeah, a little bit younger. Neil, what was number one when you were born? That'd be interesting. Go on that website and see what you can do and see what comes up. We've got some breaking news from Phil. Ched Evans is signed for Preston on loan from Fleetwood, who have just obviously lost Joey O'Brien. No, Joey O'Brien. Joey Barton as the manager. Was Ched Evans? He was the one they had a fight with, when it was both of them. They had a row between the two of them, and they've both now left Fleetwood. There we go. Breaking news again. It's the type of news that you get on this channel. Oh dear, what we got here? Fo, hope you well, man. Yes, Russ, wouldn't mind signing real top. Diego Costa, considering how much money he's going to cost us, literally, no pun intended. See, I can see, but then I can see a veteran striker being like a Pele or Costa. I can see that, or Giroud. I can see how it would fit in, but it wouldn't at the same time. It's all, you can see how it would work in terms of hold up play, but you wouldn't. But he wouldn't. You'd have to play everything around him, wouldn't you? Whereas sort of Antonio makes it all happen, and it'd be an older version of Haller, really, just sitting there and winning the high balls and knocking it off. But who knows, man? Interesting. Interesting. I mean, well, if we, I don't think we're going to get either of them, to be honest. I just think it just blows our wage structure completely out. But interesting to see what happens. But we'll see, man. What we got here? It was better than yesterday, lol. What was better than yesterday? Oh, the breaking news. Yes, he feels our roving reporter. And so yeah, breaking news. Ched Evans has signed for Preston from Fleetwood. And also isn't someone? There's a man who's gonna. I was reading, is it James Beattie might be the manager of Fleetwood? So fair play. I'm nocturnal and being retired really makes it easy. I suppose so. I suppose so, mate. Who's your favourite darts player? Oh, I would separate that into what I used to call shit darts, which was the WBO. WBO, no, the World Darts, the other one, and the PDC. PDC. I mean, I used to like for all time. I used to obviously like Feel the Power. I think he was just, an incredible. But I like. I used to like James Wade, because he's a bit like he's not all there. And I like that with some players. And I used to like the Wizard. I still like the Wizard. And then for the shit darts, I used to love Ted Hankey, just because he just came out of the couch, which was hilarious. But to be honest, I haven't watched any of this year's, and it's a real just shame because I used to love it. And we've had like guys like BDO, thank you. We've had guys like Russ Brain, the caller, one of the scorers on the channel, and yeah, it's all good, man. What we got here? Hammer's dad. Hope you're well, man. Thanks for coming on. Yes, cakes in silver foil from England. Yep. I have no idea what that's about, so I do apologise. Sod Costa, one last we need to get away. I know that's there is something to be said by getting someone like that in, but then that's old West Ham, isn't it? That's the bookends of our bookend recruitment policy, where we'd get really young players, or we'd get Teddy Sheringham's and or PSC to do like a turn for a year or whatever. We need to move away from that. I think it'll be, it'd be interesting, but I don't think we're moaning about Haller not being running about and joining him. The same thing would happen with Costa, really, wouldn't it? To be honest. Jose da Costa bubbles. What we got here? Summer holiday was better when Cliff Richard done it with the young ones. Indeed he did, and probably only about 5 people on here would probably know who that was. To be honest, I'll be perfectly honest forever, but it was a better version. I'll be honest. 35, bet he scored in the last 4 years. I'd rather play Haller, even though I don't particularly rate him. Yeah, fair enough. Football's all about opinions, isn't it? It's all about opinions, and it's like the whole thing with Ericsson as well. I mean, I don't think I think he'll go PSG with Poch, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see. I mean, who would you guys like to see us be linked for? Not necessarily get. We don't know, what's happening with all that. But who would you like to be seeing us linked with? That's the question. Hope well, words and pictures. Hope well, man. What we got here? Oh God, everyone's moved on a little bit. BDO, yeah, WBO is boxing, yeah. It's so many acronyms in life, isn't it? To be honest, why is there so many acronyms in life? And I get confused very easily. I used to like Andy Forum. He was BDO. He was shit darts. And he used to own a pub in Dartford. Yeah, because he used to like balloon his weight, didn't he? He used to be like super big, and then he used to be skinny. And he's I want you back, Jackson 5. That makes me feel old. Yeah, hi Ian. Hope you well, man. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. Yes, although it's probably been re-released a few times. You could probably sort of say, yeah, it was re-released in the mid-90s. I'm all right now. What we got here? Our Peach is still in the house. Me and Peach chatting next week. So, Saturday, isn't it? Saturday night we're doing it. That'd be good. My favourite used to be Wayne Mardell. Oh, he was Hawaiian shirt, wasn't he? Mardell 501. Yeah, that's cool, man. He was good. He's a really good commentator. Bunting's a good lad. Yeah, Russ, what would be your nickname? Would you would be if you was a top? Oh, and also, it's a good question. Following on from that, if you was a darts player, what would your nickname be? And secondly, what would your walk-on music be? And it can't be Bubbles. That's too obvious. For me, I think it would be. I think my nickname would be. when I was young, I used to have like a wrestle. When you used to wrestle with your brothers and stuff. I used to call myself Russell the Killer Muscle. And I still quite like, but I think I'd have to call myself. Oh, I don't know, Russ. It's got to be something to do with. I don't know. It'd have to be something Russ the bus. No, it's too obvious, isn't it? Yeah, it has to have some sort of alliteration to be really good. I think so. I'll go with Russ the bus. Russ the bus button. And then my walk on music would be Power Love by Huey Lewis and the News. I don't know why. Dun, 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 dun. So you used to love Back to the Future, and that's what about you guys? What would you have, man? Number one song in 1950. No, Neil, you weren't born in 1950. Fair play. Mona Lisa, great song. Mona Lisa, they have named you. I used to say that to my daughter when she was a baby, and she used to cry just to really piss her off. Who's your favourite boxer? I'm a big fan of AJ. I'll be honest, a big fan of AJ. I used to obviously someone like Kev Mitchell because he was a hammer. When I used to live in Romford, we used to be next door to a gentleman and his wife, and he sponsored a few boys. There's a bunch. I can't remember their names now, but there were three of them. They're all brothers, and they're part of the Hattons stable now. And we used to go to York Hall all the time and see them. And they were really good, but they never fought each other. They're all in the same division, a bit like sort of the Klitschko's, really, but not. I think they were welterweight, or there's too many weights. We used to go to York Hall quite a lot, and there was this one guy who was, I think he was Albanian. He was about 7 foot. He was absolutely massive, and he would be proper like Butterbean, one punches. But he was built so fun. But yeah, I used to. Yeah, I still obviously follow AJ like most people do, I think, and obviously Tyson. So when that happens, it'll be awesome. Yes, Mitch, Ivan. Yes, he is. Never getting probably end up with Brian Dean on loan. Brian Dean did a job for us. I liked Brian Dean. He came at the right time for us, I think. Well, not most exciting, but yeah, he did. I'd take King all day long, can play three positions. I think King's pretty much nailed on. We know it's, he's the guy, the Bournemouth manager came out the other day and said, he's all right. He can come. He just needs to tell him he wants to come. I used to like Paul Nicholson when he had beef with Taylor and said CM Punk was his inspiration. CM Punk. Oh God. Here we go. And Andy's gone too easy. The hammer throw. You can't touch this MC Hammer. Well, it could be if I had a hammer. If I had a hammer in the morning. Another one. Here we go. The Hammer, and then Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. Great one. Sweet Caroline. Yeah. Jake, that's a bit cliche, isn't it? It's a bit cliche, Sweet Caroline. It's got to be out of the box, isn't it? I mean, Sweet Caroline, we play it now. That's it. Rust the Crust. That's what it's got to be. Rust the Crust. That's what it should be. Rust the Crust, Budham. Or Upper Crust, Budham. Or Top Crust. No. Or something like that. Yeah. Could be like, yeah, Russ the Baker. Here we go. Here he is. He's turned up today. Russ the Bus has no alliteration. Russ the Bus. Oh, alliterations with the same letter, isn't it? Is that right, Jack? I don't know. You're the million odd subscriber YouTuber person. You should know that. I don't know. Is it alliteration, Jack? What was number one when you were born, man? Alliteration. It's not like I'm doing like homeschooling my daughter at the moment. Well, sure I am. Alliteration means that is the use of the same sounds at the beginning of several. Yes, alliteration would work. It's the same sounds. Russ the bus. I don't know. We'll get Bobby Seagull. He'd know. What we got here? My nickname will be the game and the game. Oh, Triple H. That's too obvious, isn't it, mate? Yeah, that's copyright infringement, surely. What we got here? Fury. Yeah, I like Fury. He's good, man. A lot of love for Jack. I don't get that. Like say, Jack, I don't get that, man. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're feeling a lot better. I know you're not feeling too great at the moment. It's all a bit shit at the moment, but everything will sort itself out, won't it, man? Rust the Crust. But whatever I get, I'd get Peach to do my soundtrack. Some sort of, gangster rap or something like that. I think would be good. I've heard a lot of Peaches music recently, and I think some of that would work quite well. I've only just made. I was bought Christmas Eve. You born on Christmas Eve, man? Wow, that's crazy, man. Christmas Eve. What was it like as a kid? I mean, my friend was born on Christmas Eve. What was it like? Because obviously you waited 363 days for some sort of. Then it's your birthday, and then it's Christmas the next day. Did you always get stumped with having presents, like a big present on Christmas, which would be your birthday and your Christmas present together? I'll be interested to know. My favorite fighter was Prince Nazim Hamid when he was a kid. Oh, the Prince, the Prince. There's not really. It's obviously heavyweight boxing. You get all the personalities, it seems, and then when you get down divisions, they're less well known. Like usually, like then days, obviously Prince Nassim Hamid. I was gonna say Nigel Benn, but he was like a heavyweight, wasn't he? Was he heavyweight? I don't know. Well, I don't know the weights, to be honest. I just know the boxers. But Prince Nazim was the man. You want about the Walsh brothers? I don't know. I don't know what I'm on about, to be honest. What we got here? Brian Dean got Palace in the playoffs. Yeah, but he played for us in the playoffs, didn't he? I'm a bit confused. Sorry, guys. It didn't notify. Oh no, probably sorry, sure. Sorry, man. Hope you jump back on. I went to watch Michael Clare box when he walked onto the bubbles, all claret and blue. Yeah, and obviously Kev did Upton Park, didn't he? Many years ago. Russ the Royal. I like that. Russ the Royal, just the King, Russ the King, and I could come out to like some royal music, a bit like Jerry the King Lawler. Do you remember him at wrestling? But then that's just a rip off, innit? Rip off of him. Yeah, I know you love it. Russ, just let you know, chip roll was nuts. Good. Where'd you go? Where'd you go for it? Where'd you go for the chip roll, man? Was it at what's the name? Was it Fish and Shish? Am I cod? Well, who was it for? Russ, have you seen the news on the Chase of the new series of the Chase? What's your favourite? Have you seen the news? No, I haven't seen the new series of the Chase. Is that the one with like that where they're like a team, a bit like Eggheads? Favorite ever game show? Good question. Do you know what I really like? I really like The Wall with Danny Dyer, because it's like drop it, and it's like, and it's just so random. It's really, I quite like The Wall. And hopefully we get Dan on soon, Danny on soon, and it'd be funny because we can. I think there must be a way I can recreate that on a PowerPoint. That's gonna be a new game show. We've got to do The Wall. I like that. I don't mind the new Michael McIntyre one as well. Is it The Wheel? It seems to be the something, The Wall, The Cube, The Wheel. I like them all really. Yeah, no, I think my favourite one is probably of all time would be. I like a bit of Family Fortunes. I'll be honest, a bit of Family Fortunes. I'll be fair. It's not really. My Jack is not your mate. What song would you come out? It'd have to be Happy Hour by what's name, wouldn't it? Happy Hour by the House Martins, to be honest. That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? Not your mate. We should do that. That should be the next thing, Jack. YouTube darts. We could do that. You could set that up now. Because you don't need to do it Ali Pally, do you? You can set up the YouTube darts. Feel free. Although I've said it on my, feel free to run with it. YouTube darts. I think that's the next thing. Boxing's a bit blasé now. You've done football, but with darts you can do it while we're in lockdown. Number one when I was a kid was a whole new and for that, I imagine it's not the Peter Andre and Jordan version that was. I believe that was number one when they released it. I believe it was the original, the Aladdin, the first Disney. Oh, that's a whole new world. I've got visions of you and Fee just singing it on your carpet with the dog. Beautiful things. He scored the goal at Wigan to get past. Okay, sorry, I got confused because. Oh, it doesn't matter because we got Neil Mellor coming on this evening, and he talks about Brian Dean and what a great player he was for us. And obviously, I forgot he scored the goal Wigan to get Palace in. Oh, that's one song I still can't get my head glad all over. Bloody hate that song. Bloody hate his song. Mervyn King. See, Jack's got it, man. Jack's got it. And also, I'm thinking if you get YouTube boxing. I'll tell you, Deck's a bit tasty, isn't it? Darts. Decks are getting a bit tasty at darts now. I'm thinking there's something in there, mate. I think there's a new series there. Another one ticks. Another series. YouTube darts. Yeah, because it's the only one you can do during it. My mother always made sure Christmas Eve was my birthday and Christmas was Christmas Day. But once you grew up, it probably is different. Yeah, yeah, it's a real shitter, isn't it? Really. I've had quite a few sort of friends and had like babies during Christmas, and some actually on Christmas Day this year. It was crazy. But yeah, it must be awful. Which TV theme do you like? Fate. Oh, here we go. TV themes. Saved by the Bell. Love Saved by the Bell. Um, and there was the Wilson, and obviously Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Did you see the thing on Twitter a while ago? It was reposted a few times where the guy, it was like I think it was like one of these live stream church events, and he was like, yeah, I remember when I went to West Philadelphia where I was born. And basically, he did the whole lyrics from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in his sort of comment, and they read it out loud. And this guy's like, oh, he's obviously he's a prankster. And he'd obviously done another one as a different name. He goes, oh yeah, we've got dedication here from Uncle Phil, Carlton. Who aren't very well at the moment. God bless. It was so funny. What else? Like remember how badly theme tune. Yeah. Favorite game show was Big Break. God, Big Break. It's only a game show. Put up a real good fight. Yeah, I'm going to be snookering you tonight. Gladiators. Are you into Park Lane Chippy? Say Russ. I used to go Park Lane Chippy. Say Russ says a late. You probably remember it. Probably about 6-7 years ago. It was the youngish guy. I don't know if he's still there. That's where we used to go. So I used to live around by Milton Road. So it was walking distance. What we got here? Are we doing nicknames? We can do nicknames if you want. It's nicknames for darts, sure. So if you was a darts player, so you had like Phil the Power Taylor, Mervyn the King, all these types of players. Ted the Count Hankey. What would be your darts player name and your theme tune as well? Actually, I probably won't say your one because it's probably bloody rude. Kids game show, Funhouse. Oh, Pat Sharp and the Twins. Do you remember? Oh, the Twins. And you said that go-karts, and the go-karts used to go around the tunnels. Oh, it used to be fun, that. Russ the Centurion bus. What is going on with this? I'm very good. Oh, the Lewisham London bus route 180 that stops in Centurion. That's too clever for darts players, or in it. But I like it, though. Russ the Centurion bus. Right there. I like that. That'd be good. What we got? Loads of. Oh, sorry, I've just jumped loads. When I was competing in Muay Thai, I was Nolan the Northman Shergold. What did you have, like an entrance music, like a proper like boxers do? What would that be? Did you go Eye the Tiger? Too obvious, or was it something a bit better? Funhouse Generation game back in the day. Yeah. That goal Brian Dean scored wasn't that year, the year? Yes, it was. It was. We had that 3 years in Millennium Stadium. We had the one when we lost to Palace, then we went up against Preston, then we went there again with Liverpool and lost to Liverpool. But yeah, watch it tonight. Neil Mellor is top bloke. Honestly, such a lovely guy. We had a really good laugh. Very good. There we go. We're getting Jack back in his aim. What we got here? Family Fortunes, Les or Gino. He's the latest one, isn't he? Gino's quite funny because he doesn't speak very good English. Well, yeah, that's what he plays on. But it has to be Les Dennis. Les Dennis and me. Run Around with Mike Reed was a classic. I'm gonna have to Google that one. I don't know that one. I'll be honest forever. I don't know that. Run Around. But Mike Reed. I'll have a look at that. Pat. I still have that vision. I've got a picture of me where I tried to recreate the Dicky Bow, where he just turns up in a Dicky Bow at EastEnders. Do you remember? Was it that Mike Reed, or was it Mike Reed? Oh god, the light's gone. Was it that Mike Reed, or was it the Mike Reed for the radio station? I will go about lights. We're okay at the moment. The Sweeney. Bullseye was a great show. It certainly was. EastEnders all the way. Jake, bless you. You're sweet, man. EastEnders. Yeah. What we got here? Only Fools and Horses. Yep. Cheers. The Office, the UK Office. Theme tune was an awesome one. Russ the Mustard is okay. That's my new darts name. When me and Jack release YouTube darts, Russ the Mustard Budham, and I'm going to come up to My song would be from Disney, the Disney Channel, the hot dog song. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. For the most of you probably won't know who he is because you haven't got kids at the age of Flo, bless them. Question of what we got here. Oh God, it's all coming in here. Question of sport. Yeah, good. Russ the Muscle. As I said, when I was a kid, when I used to do wrestling with my brother, I used to call myself brothers. I used to call Russ the Killer Muscle. Russell the Killer Muscle. But Russ and Reddy. Oh dear. I tell you what, we keep we're waking Jack up. You're out of bed today, mate. You're off the sofa today. That's the question. What theme tunes would you not want to hear? Oh, good. Which would you not want to hear for any dance players? Oh, probably Glory, Tottenham Hotspur, surely. There's probably quite a lot. Nowadays, in the modern day, you probably want to hear some others do, not some others do, Adam. Love Thy Neighbour and the Alf Garnets things because political correctness. But yeah, probably Tottenham Hotspur, definitely, I'd suggest. What we got here? Sex, Drugs, and Russ and Roll. That's my sex dart, so I didn't read it properly. My apologies. Oh dear, that's a Freudian slip, wasn't it, River? Yeah, well, I think that's basically my new chat show. Russ darts and Russ and sex darts and Russ and roll. Because obviously roll because I like my bacon. Darts, and I'm a bloke, so the first one as well. So sorted. That's gonna be that's the new name of Lockdown Lunch Live. Russ, sex, darts, Russ and roll. There we go. And I'm sure Kevin at Sex, Drugs and Colton Cole won't mind too much. Russell the Muscle, but I haven't got any. Oh, Mike Reed from EastEnders. I was thinking Mike Reed from Radio 1. What we got here? Did Neil tell you about Preston when he? Yes, he did. He did. He told us that exact story. A great story about when he'd signed from Liverpool. Because I heard about that. I can't believe he told me about that. But it was like a not an old wives' tale, but it's a song that it's a story that people haven't have heard, and he told it firsthand. It's crazy. His first, so you know, we'll reveal it. It's a little teaser, but he tells it a lot better. So he signs on the Thursday, and Glenn Roeder at the time, who was the manager, who was the first manager he was under 3 managers at the time. Glenn Roeder did that, and then said, we're playing Preston on Saturday, so don't bother coming down from Liverpool because it's close to you. So we'll meet you on the way up. So he met them at a service station with his kit bag on the M6 or something like that. They then went to Derby's training ground, I think, to train on Friday. He'd barely got off the coach, and he was like training. Rhoda basically listed the team for Saturday, and he was starting despite the fact he'd only just like turned up. David Connolly went off in a huff and everything else, and really good first impression. But there, I mean, he was a West Ham player with under 3 managers. Can you remember those 3 managers? Well, you could probably remember 2 of them, I reckon. So obviously, Glenn Roeder was the first. He was manager, and then there was 2 more managers that season. Who were they? Kent will know straight away. But what was he? I own the. Yeah, you said it. That's it. Copyright. That's it. Sex, darts, and Russ and roll. There we go. Copyright now. Steve, hope you're well, man. Your shirt's on its way. Your Untuckit shirt is on its way. I've been informed. Russ and Rumble. Come out. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Russ, the real deal for a dance name. Oh. Rhoda Brooking. That's it. I knew you did. Rhoda, Brooking, and Pards. 3 managers, 3 completely different managers as well. I felt really sorry for him, but he's a top bloke. Honestly, Neil is such a lovely guy. We had a really good chat. Obviously, he does loads of stuff for the a lot of the coverage for the league games and stuff, doesn't he? Sort of the Sky Sports, cameo role type thing. And honestly, such a lovely guy, really, really sweet. And so his one's coming on tonight. We've got tomorrow. We've got Jeff Wilkinson from West Ham Way. We'll also have coming up this week Paul McGinley, the Ryder Cup winning captain and winning team member. He scored the putt which won on the Ryder Cup in 2010, and a couple more. We've got another ex-player hopefully this week as well. So it's not a bad week. It's not a bad week for Miami's 11 at the moment. And obviously, when me and Jack release the new YouTuber dart series, Sex Darks, Russ and Jack, we'll have that series as well. There's something in that. There's something in that. We could get Russ Bray involved as well, who's the voice of darts. He could do the calling. I've got him. We've had him on Miami's 11. That'd be quite funny. I think that'd be quite good. I know Baz has got a nice new dartboard up as well. I know Deck's got one, so that sounds great. And also, and we got Peach. We're getting to be in Peach this weekend as well, which I'm really looking forward to. But that probably won't be up until next week sometime. If you could have any beer on draft, what would it be? Wow. Do you know what? I'll be honest. And this is me being honest again. I'm not a huge beer fan. I've really got into sort of the sort of fruity ciders. I'm so weird. Fruity ciders and gin and tonics and stuff like that. But if I have a beer, I'm quite boring. It'll be like something like, actually, no, I tell you what I do like. I like Hop House, the Guinness one. That's quite a nice beer. And Red Stripe as well. Just really random ones, but those ones I quite like. And the Camden one, Camden Bells or Hells, that's not too bad for me. We used to have, I remember our rugby club, we used to have Oranjebum. Oranjebum was on tap, and that was that sort of, is it South African or Dutch or something like that? Yeah, so same rugby club as Ben Shepherd. We used to play rugby together, so we're getting Ben on soon, hopefully. He has promised. He's promised me this new year. I sort of look, New Year's promise. I need to get you finally on the thing, and he's promised he'll be on soon, so that'll be good. So, but we got, which film do you like? Film songs? Oh, it's Back to the Future, so it's Power of Love, man. Power of Love, Back in Time, and because of that, we've got fucking hell, what's it called? Johnny Be Good. All that whole soundtrack from Back to the Future is brilliant. Neil scored a double. He scored a double against Palace. Yeah, midweek game. He scored 2 goals. It's the only 2 goals he scored actually. But he was really interesting. Also, interesting talking about the three and sort of basically the whole Roder. He was there. Roder was there for about a month when he was there, and just like, he didn't have control of the dressing room or anything like that. And then Brooking came in and was totally different. And then Pards came in and was really honest with him actually, and said, "Look, you're an inherited player for me. I want to bring in my own guys." And he obviously brought in people like Marlon and Bobby and stuff like that. So he didn't get a look in, but he still was honest with him, which I think's what you want, particularly for a young kid as well. And it's weird because I was talking about something the other day. He was sort of the youngster, and he was like 20. But back then, a 20-year-old would break into the team around that time. Whereas now, I mean, look at Deck. Deck's 21. Where is he? 21, 22. He's played 100 games as a captain. He broke in at 18 or 19, and that's sort of regular now. It's how the game's moved on. Younger kids are put in at a younger age, and so no, it was very interesting. Very interesting. Doom Bar. Oh, nice. A nice bit of Doom Bar. Mine is a snake. Well, that's not, snake bite isn't a beer, is it though? It's a cocktail, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's a cocktail. I prefer real ales to lager. Yep, so does Neil. What we got here? Bet you had a good choice in Oz, Neil. Yeah, I bet you would do. If you came to Australia, what creature would scare you? Spiders. But I'm not scared of spiders at all. But bigger spiders, I would be, I think. That makes sense. I'm not necessarily. I don't like things like rats or mice, but you can get them anywhere. But obviously in Australia, snakes I'm not too bothered about. But it'd be the black widows basically. That's the one I would be very scared of. Peach is a cider man. The name's in the clue. You could make a nice cider out of peaches, or was it pear ciders? Is that Perry? Is pear cider called Perry? I believe it is, and I think it's Baby Sham, isn't it? Didn't do too bad in the end. He got a winner. He did. he did get a winner. And after that goal, I believe it was that goal, Alan Pardew sent him a letter to congratulate him on his goal and good luck in his career and stuff like that. And shame it didn't work out as he planned to. And that's what I mean. What is the last TV series you just watched and finished? Or the last one. For me, it would have been. God, I'm trying to think. I said I'm in the middle of doing It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm about fourth series, and there's about 14 series of that. I did the American Office, all 10 series of that, which was quite good. But I've always seen that. It was just like a rewatch. I don't really. It's like I like series like The Ripper. I like all those sort of, what's it called, the sort of true crime series on Netflix. Like The Ripper was good. Ripper was really good, actually. I like all them. I tend to watch them first, and I'll say to my wife and my mother-in-law, "You should watch this. This is a good one." And The Ripper was a very, very good one in my opinion. Same true as all those sort of Netflix series. And that's why there's so many of them, because people watch them. Evil Genius and The Staircase and all them lot. I think they're great. Now my go-to is 1964. God dear, Cronenberg 1964. There we go. Oh, love a scrumpy. Oh, that's that proper tough shit. The scrumpy in it, to be honest. Dope, cool with Power of Love, Back to the Future, my favourite movie of all time. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love Back to the Future. Big fan of that. And that's why I started to learn to play the guitar, was because of Marty McFly playing Johnny B. Good at the school prom at the Under the Enchantment. Was it Enchantment Under the Sea dance? There we go. So that's why I started to learn to play the guitar. I thought, oh, it's really cool because Martin McFly's doing it, and he's had this pizza from the second. He's had Pizza Hut, which is rehydrated in 19. It's like now, wasn't it? It was like a few years ago was when it was meant to be the future one. Ken's rewatching X-Files. Fair play, man. What we got here? I used to have a pet new. I wouldn't mind that. My wife would hate it. Scrumpy Jack all day long. I got pissed on Scrumpy when I was in the UK way back and never touched cider since. Yeah, it gives you a bit of a headache, doesn't it? The old Scrumpy, the proper Scrumpy from like Cornwall. Back to work. Take care. Yeah, we'll be done in a minute anyway. Take care, man. Your favourites? I don't like. I'm not massive. My wife is. My mother-in-law is. They're big. Like I used to love John Wayne and stuff like that. They'd watch all over Christmas, all over again, which is quite sweet. Yes, Joe. Hope you're well, babe. Can't beat a snake bite in time. That was a killer. The old snake bite and lime. Oh, I didn't mind a little bit of lager and lime. A bit of a cocktail. Jazz it up a little bit. But a snake bite and lime. God dear. Down in Upper Clapton. God, Upper Clapton, Joe. Oh, the old days. God, I was thinking about that the other day, actually. It's just like we used to do those. How we got away with doing those things at Upper Clapton Rugby Club, I don't know. But no, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. But yeah, see, no one's decided. No, this is probably the first time ever, because I've distracted you all, that no one's found out what chocolate I've got today. So I'm going to give it another minute. And yeah, I know. Again, it's that conversation is only useful for you and me, to be honest, because no one else knows what we're talking about. Some plugs put vodka in them. That's surely it's something else, isn't it? I used to like a turbo shandy. Wasn't that like half a pint of lager and a Smirnoff Ice in top? That was quite fun. That bit is good with a go. I like it's really good. It's really good that it's always sunny in Philadelphia. I think it was Dennis from West Ham Way suggested to me to watch it, and it's weird. It's weird. Every episode is a weird one, but it's good. It is good. No, it's not a flake. It's not a flake. It's not a Ferrero Rocher. It's not a Milky Bar, Milky Way. Yeah, rugby parties were always the best. They were. We used to have some good ones down at Woodford as well, because there was a good curry house near there as well. 1 part lager, 1 part cider. Shouldn't be vodka. No, but it should have a little bit of blackcurrant in it as well. Be nice. Bucks Fizz, Skull Lager, Lager, Rolos. No, Right, I'll give everyone a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to reveal the chocolate. And I think this is the first time, if no one gets it in 39 episodes, that no one will pick the chocolate because I've distracted you all. And well done, me. Bounty, no. As a rule of thought, as a rule of thumb, Ian, bounties are not my favourite chocolate. I don't like coconut in itself. Just for next time, for your own personal, yeah. I was drinking a pub near you, Russ, called the Compasses. They banned snake. Yeah, that's not there no more now. The Compasses, I don't think. No, I don't think it's there anymore now. Where was that? Was that more Gideon Parkway? It sounds familiar. It might still be around. Oh, the Compasses. Is that down? You won't know, will you? To be honest, you don't remember. The Compasses. That's down by Abs Cross Lane, isn't it? Abs Cross Lane, which is now a Harvester. Now Harvester. There we go. What's the clue? The clue is it's a small one. It's not like a big bar today. It's a small chocolate today. So yeah. 12, no. Aero Mint, no. Cadbury's Whole Nut, no. I've still got the scrub what it came through. It's all been. So just a reminder, Neil, to never do Scrumpy ever again. Kinder Egg. God, I suppose you can probably buy them now, can you? You can probably buy, or you can always buy Kinder Eggs. It's the other one. It's the what's it called? Cadbury's cream eggs. You can't buy until Easter, till after Christmas. If you like, I'd separate the Jinx. I think I've already seen that. That's that bloke is in it. I think I might have. If not, I'll rewatch it, Mitchell. Thank you so much. Double Decker, no. It is Russ. There we go. Yep, there we go. See, I remember the Compasses. Yep. Twirl, no. Whisper, no. Snickers, no. A bat, no. No bats. Terry's Chocolate Orange, no. Lindor, no. Although I'd already had one. That was the original. Then I had the orange one, and then we had what else did we have? We had hazelnut and we had salted caramel. No, it wasn't. My Indian shop says there we go. By Indian, I mean a newsagent shop. I wouldn't necessarily mean like the local takeaway, if I'm right in thinking that. And Dime Bar, no. Club, no. All right, that's it. I'm going to win today. For the first time ever in 39 episodes, I think I'm going to win. Which, well, it's monumentous, really. And so it is. Oh no, I'm trying to do a proper drum roll. I've got a set of drum kits there as well. I could have done that. Snickers, no. Bounty, no. Bless you, thank you. Fudge, no. A finger of fudge. Walnut whip, no. Milky Way, no. It is a Malteser. It's finally won. Get in there. Come on, wines. Malteser. A Malteser. Probably Pete won't have a clue what that is, to be honest. But it's like Maltesers, but they shrunk them and they put them in little bits and they put them in chocolate. Nice. But anyway, I won. Yes. Anyway, as always, when I sign off on these types of things, well, you can take that chocolate bar off because Russ has won the chocolate bar. As I say all the time, we're always here. If anyone wants to chat, if everyone's feeling shit, everyone's feeling down, then I'm here. My DMs are always open, as they said. You've got all my bits. You've got your YouTube stuff you can go on, or you can message me on that, or you can message me on what's next on the Twitter. You can message me on the Twitter. Or you can do or Instagram or Twitch or wherever it is. Drop us a DM or we'll have a chat if you're not feeling great or you're feeling shit. It's good to talk, as Bob Hoskins says, and that's why we do this silly little thing every Monday to Friday, as many as we can, just to get everyone to just chill out a bit and think about other things. And I think we've got the Russ the teaser. That's it. Oh, if my name was Malt. Oh, Malt the teaser. Oh, that'd have been good. Hey, yeah, the guy it's called. Yes, I think I've seen that. I think I'll watch it again. Yeah, Jake, you got up your game, man. Up your game. But I hope your spaghetti bolognese is nice tonight. We've got chicken fajitas tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'll be cooking that later on. So What excited with my homemade potato wedges, which I use with what's it, the Nando's rub you get in the supermarkets. Put them on there, whack them in 40 minutes. Jobs are good. But anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. We're here if you need us. Don't forget 5 o'clock tonight. We've got Neil Mellor's interview, which is really, really good, and some great stories from a weird time at West Ham. Very, very strange time at West Ham. But anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Come on, you irons. We are massive. And take care, everyone. Stay safe. Love you much. See you later. Bye bye.